Check, check, yeah. Yeah. Sitting on cloud nine, but it's really my couch.
Good morning, guys. Good morning, guys. So, I was sitting on the bed, just finished up a few papers, for the MKU Academia. So just wanted to pick up the camera and just, try to film something, something that might provide value to you. So, traits I've seen on all successful people are pretty few, but very, very similar, right? So, I'm just gonna try and get into it. Like, this is my experience right now. I found that every successful people, every successful person I know is very optimistic. Like, no question about it. Like, if you ask them, they're like, they know the future is gonna be bright. It's gonna be great. You know, like everything else about that does not really matter. Another thing I've seen is that they successful people don't take work as work. You know, it's more like a challenge. It's more like something that you have to do, but it doesn't feel like work. I don't know if you get me. I don't know if you get me right now. And I'm like, if you gave that exact thing to another person, they wouldn't be able to make use of it because they don't understand it, and they can't really make anything out of it. Successful people have a vision, right? Like, I always take an example of like Steve Jobs, like when he left Apple. I'm like, you could something I've seen with people is like they don't want to tell other people their ideas because they think their ideas will be stolen, right? The person might steal your idea, but they don't have your vision, right? A vision is a very important part of that idea. And if they don't have it, that is something that you can only have. You can tell someone about how you do your things, how you like make your money, how you like do things, but replicating that, they might replicate it and like put it out there and act like it's theirs, but the thing is they cannot scale that. Then they cannot grow that. Like, I was talking about Steve Jobs, right? When he left Apple, they still had Apple, right, the whole company, but it was plummeting, right, until he came back and started doing innovations, brought out the iPhone and stuff. It is like that. So you don't have to be worried about telling people your ideas. Sometimes when you tell it to the right people, they might even give you ideas. They might be of help to you. Like, so they might be of help to you. Like, if I had an idea of like building an app or something, I'm very I'm not very knowledgeable in coding and creating apps, but if I told it to like someone who knew how to build apps, how to program, they would get the idea, and it would be easier for them to execute. If it's your idea, just be willing to talk to people about it. And if you have like friends that are close to you that really understand you, better. It's better now. Another thing I've seen about successful people, I've said it. I've said this before in other videos, but successful people always hang around successful people. I don't know if because I found like all these photos, like The Rock with Muhammad Ali, Trump with every other successful person I know.
Feeling so tall, I could give a high five to the pilot. Yeah, family tight, I keep small circle like island. Whoa, inbox full of contracts, I signed with a stylist. Yeah, blue faces blowing up like violet. Talk about the things they're gonna say when they see me, and when they see me, they just dap me up and say good to meet me. I keep it going, flowing over this and make it look easy. Easy for me to say I do this every day of the week. I'm eager to be the one they talk about when all said and done with it. I'm the feature that they want, but then they don't when I come with it. I'm a scene, still a seat, filler, blow up the numbers, and I ain't leaving no crumbs, so you know when I'm done with it. I'm a new school vibe with an old soul, oh so great. Stay paid by the boatload, don't go chasing a wave. I'm a rowboat, blow smoke right through the face of the ozone. Oh no.
They always find a way to just link up. I don't know how that happens, if they find each other or something, but it's just that the rarer your perspective on life is, the more valuable it is. And I found that most successful people, you know, are more like these pieces of the puzzle that don't really fit in, you know. Like you've got this 2000 piece puzzle laid down and everyone just fits in, people clapping, friends, people understanding each other. And then you got you have you who the piece all the pieces might be on the table, there is space, you could see space in the puzzle, but the thing is that piece cannot fit anywhere on the puzzle. That's most people, like that are successful. It takes courage and bravery to really, you know, get yourself to a position where you're like, how do I stop taking this as a problem or as a burden on me, right? And put it into terms of how can I build on this? I mean, it's hard. That's mostly what it is. So if you find yourself not being understood, you're different, you don't fit in, you can't find friends, you know. Um, Speaking from experience, you cannot you you find other people slow, like their execution is very low. So yeah, I hope this brought value to you. I'm glad I made this video because now I can look back at it in the future and be like, oh, I said this. Like, yeah, this is also what I love about the internet right now, right? It gives you the ability to speak your mind out at a certain moment in time. Because sometimes I look back at what I said in the past and actually recorded it. I'm like, man, this is nice. I can actually look back to moments in the past. So I think that's good. That's good. Hope this brought any kind of value to you. And yeah, just gonna continue on with the day. I got a couple of things planned. So yeah, peace. I'll see you in the next one.
John raised the original ones, not the ones they get for 500 to dress up their house.